Well done. Well done, indeed. Edwin laughed boisterously. This substratumus may be expensive, but it's definitely worth the price. While he was still chortling away, another bodyguard rushed into the room anxiously. Sir, something bad happened back home. The guard fell to his knees, weeping. What? Edwin frowned. We just received news from Swinton that Hummer Villa turned into a slaughterhouse last night. All of our fighters are dead, and Ms. Hummer and Mr. Hummer were both killed as well. The Hummer family is gone. These words struck Edwin like lightning, and the substratumus in his hand crashed to the floor, shattering instantly. Son. Edwin wailed mournfully, collapsing to the floor. The devastated man stayed on the floor for what felt like ages. When he finally staggered to his feet, he seemed to have aged 10 years, looking extremely haggard. Get ready. I want to head to Boulderthorn's branch right this instant. Edwin seethed menacingly. He no longer had anything to fear now that his children were dead. He only cared about avenging them, no matter the cost. After an hour, in Boulderthorn's branch's meeting room. What? Joshua was killed? A man in a green shirt shot up and roared. Who the hell dares to touch someone from Boulderthorn? It was Natasha Harmon and a man called Dustin Rhys. Edwin growled. The other man humphed. How dare a family like them challenge us? They must have a death wish. Gather up our men. No matter what, we must avenge Joshua. Yes, sir. The Boulderthorn disciples immediately left to carry out the man's orders. Soon, the entire branch began to make a move. Boulderthorn had hundreds of thousands of disciples throughout Balerno, and this particular branch has fostered the highest quantity of skilled martial artists. The reason for that was simple. Their mentor was the guild master of Boulderthorn. Boulderthorn has 4 branch leaders, 8 guild masters, and 36 second-in-commands. Besides the branch leaders, the guild masters held the most power in the guild. With just one command, guild masters could control thousands of disciples. However, each guild master had strong animosity against the other, so they were extremely protective of their disciples. So, whenever someone was in trouble, everyone would immediately chip in to help. And out of all Boulderthorn disciples, Joshua was the most talented and skilled, earning him the head guildmaster's affection. His sudden death shocked the entire guild, and if Boulderthorn didn't avenge him, their reputation would be sullied, particularly for this branch. Edwin felt some sense of relief when he saw the effort the guild disciples were putting in. Without saying another word, he got back to his car and headed towards the Grants' home. No matter who was responsible for Jade's disappearance, he was sure to place the blame on Dustin, and, knowing the Grants, Dustin wasn't going to get away with this easily. With Boulderthorn and the Grants working together, even the Harmon family, one of the wealthiest families around, wouldn't last long, and when the time came, the Harmon family would surely make Natasha take responsibility alone. As for Dustin, he was nothing but a sitting duck for the Boulderthorn disciples. My dear son, I will avenge you soon, Edwin swore solemnly.